Chelsea reached the final of the FIFA Club World Cup for the second time after beating Al Hilal 1-0 in a tight game. Chelsea have made it to the Club World Cup final with a 1-0 victory over Al Hilal. Romelu Lukaku opened the scoring after a cross from Hakim Ziyech deflecting into the path of the Belgian striker for his 9th goal of the season. Chelsea looked to increase their advantage in the second half, and almost did after a great run from Kai Havertz, who the German was denied by the outside of the post. The Saudi Arabian team grew into the game after Chelsea's missed chances, and almost equalized when former Porto striker Moussa Marega was played through in the 63rd minute, but Kepa Arrizabalaga made a great save to deny him. Kepa was forced into action again in the 69th minute. Mohamed Kano's curling effort looked to be heading in, but the Spanish goalkeeper made a great save to deny him. Chelsea managed to weather the storm and hold on to reach their first Club World Cup final since 2012. The Blues will hope to win the competition for the first time after losing the 2012 final to Corinthians. Here is 5 things we learned from today's game. 1. The Blues need to be more clinical. Yes, it was a good result and one that moves Chelsea into the final of the competition. Despite this, there were lots of things that need to improve for the final against Palmeiras on Saturday. On multiple occasions, poor decisions made during a dangerous attack led to the ball being cut out. It's all well and good doing this against Al Hilal, who for all their decent attacking players, appeared to not know how to defend, but Palmeiras will be a different challenge entirely. The Blues were sloppy in phases during the match, and every chance missed gave more hope to the Saudi Arabian team. A better side may well have taken advantage. 2. Don't make the same mistake twice. South American teams are famed for treating this competition with the utmost importance, and the Blues can't afford to take their challenge lightly, or risk suffering the same fate as their last campaign in the competition, losing to Corinthians in 2012. Back then, Chelsea turned up in Japan with a striker in patchy goal-scoring form and whom were inconsistent in the league. They reached the final as expected and then lost to the South American champions after missing a number of decent opportunities and were eventually punished. This is the only competition the Blues have entered and not won since Roman Abramovich's takeover in 2003. It would be nice to finally complete the set. 3. Havertz needs to start regularly. Often ridiculed by opposing fans for his goal returns since he joined, Kai Havertz silenced his critics after scoring the winner in the Champions League final and a decent European Championships campaign with Germany. It appears as if the German has to do it all over again after a stop-start season. COVID and a lack of recent game time has attributed to this, but now he is available and showed why. Jesus, an attacking threat with a great run at the start of the second half, and was unlucky not to double Chelsea's lead as his shot hit the post. He was also a threat in the air, and made a lot of good runs which created space for teammates. Despite it being weaker opposition, the conditions were difficult to play in, and he was one of Chelsea's better players of a poor performance. 4. Results are more important than performances right now. The last 2 games have been extremely poor by Chelsea's standards, being taken to extra time by League One Plymouth Argyle, and then today's performance against the AFC champions left a lot to be desired. On the bright side, these 2 poor performances have led to 2 wins and advancing in 2 competitions. You have to be in it to win it, and Chelsea can forget about 2 poor performances and focus on Saturday's final now, and will hopefully bring home the trophy. 5. Lukaku is good for something. Romelu Lukaku scored the only goal of the game, but in terms of his contribution, his hold-up play was more important. Good hold-up play takes the pressure off the defense, and in the context of this match, his holding of the ball drew others into play and slowed the game down when Al Hilal were threatening. Not a brilliant performance by any means, but he worked hard for the team and helped take them to the final, where he will hope to play a big part.